See, everybody looks forward to the summer, and even I look forward to the summer. It feels like every school year I forget what the summer feels like. And so I look forward to the summer. For the most part, the summer is really good. I love it. But the summer, being a stay home work, a stay home mom and a work from home mom, and having your kids with you 24/7 is not for the weak. I'm telling you, it's like you have to constantly attend to them. I don't know if it gets any better with time because my kids are little, well, not too little, eight and 4, almost 5. And I thank God. One of the things I'm really grateful for is that they have each other. And I think having more than one child has been a blessing. It has been a blessing. The other day, I was talking to a friend of mine, and I caught myself saying that I don't know what it is to have one child because I've always had children. And that is a blessing. I just thank God for that. And I can't even begin to talk about it because there are so many layers and so many facets to that. To be able to say, I've never had a child, I've always had children. This is the blessing of the Lord, and it is marvelous in my sight. God has been good. And so, one of the blessings that I've had is that my children have each other, and that they are at a point where they can wake up in the morning and mind their own business and do their own thing before they come and find me when they're hungry. And mind you, I have established, by the grace of God, I have established a routine. um we call it their steps. So when they wake up in the morning, and if they tend to derail away from it, I say, have you done your steps? Or they come to me and they say, Mommy, I've finished my steps, can I have this, or can I have that? Or, Mommy, I did my steps but I didn't do this one yet, can I have this before I go do that one? So things like that. So they have a schedule and they call it their steps. And it differs with the summer, with seasons. Like the summer, their steps in the morning when they wake up is a bit different from during the school time. um Obviously in the summer they have a little bit more room to do things, a bit more time. I am not as strict with them following their steps and keeping up with the time, but there are things that I still expect them to do, and I still make sure that they do. And by God's grace, um, I don't have to look at it too much because I know that they are doing it. And so that has been a blessing that they have each other, they are able to do things. And even with the 4-year-old, I mean, I look at my 4-year-old and sometimes I forget that he's 4. Sometimes I think, like, literally, I really do sometimes forget, and I think he's 6. The other day I even bought clothes and I bought him like 6 because, well, that's a story for another day, but I bought him size 6. But um yeah, because he acts a lot of times like his brothers, and in some occasions he acts a bit older. So I thank God for that. But at the same time, having kids during the summer, ooh, having kids with you constantly, I mean 24/7, I'm working with them and running errands with them and doing everything with them, and it's not for the weak. The one thing that has helped me is structure, is schedules, is staying on top of things. All right. So when I started the summer, for example, I didn't do that at the very beginning of the summer because I just wanted them to feel a break from going from one thing to another, to another, to another, what they do during the school year. And then I just wanted them to have kind of like a break, kind of a breather. But there's one thing I noticed with them is that because they are used to the schedule, They keep up with it even when I don't ask them. Okay. So so after a while during the summer, after I think a few weeks had passed, maybe 2 to 3 weeks, I made a schedule where from Monday through Sunday, where I said, okay, when you wake up, this is what I want you to do. When after that, this is what you do. This is what you do. This is what you do. And so, and also we did this every month, and they only have about 2 months and a few days of summer break. So I picked up a few exercises for them, a few things that we just added to the schedule. Swimming was one of them, going to swim at least 3 times, 3 to 4 times um, a week, because our pool is open 4 days a week. So we do it. And at first, I had to tweak it a bit, because at first I had them swimming every single day that the pool is open. But I realized after week one that it got them exhausted. It got them exhausted to the point of like that, not that good exhaustion, exhausted to the point that they're feeling in their body. And one of them actually felt like he was a bit sick, just by being so exhausted from swimming so long. So we cut that down to, we do now 2 to 3 days a week. And so, and then we put in time, we schedule time to go to the playground, time to go biking, time to go scootering, and we spread it out throughout the week. I started doing this thing, and this is one thing that I will say for parents. If you want your child to start reading, to love reading, start them young. I have done that with my children, and they love reading. One of them loves reading way more than the others, but they actually enjoy it, they love it. So at the beginning it was a bit hard, because I was trying to go online looking for books to buy, and I realized that books are expensive. And I mean, they go through their book so fast. So I felt like I was always buying, right? And then I had this idea of going to the public library. I got us registered in the public library, and at the public library, I mean, it's like a sea of books, right? So I go there, and this is where you have to do your due diligence as a parent, right? I go, and literally takes me some time, about at least 30 minutes. So while I'm doing that, sorting out through books, they are usually like in the children's section, looking through like fun books, or playing. There's a play area in the library where we go to. So I go through the books, I scan through the book, I look at the summary, I look, making sure that they are the things that are appropriate for my kids. Because what I found out, that there are books with inappropriate languages, there are books with inappropriate content, there are books with content that is not godly, that is not Christian like, that is not for children. And but there are books that are in the children's section, and there are books that are in their grade section. So we have to be very, 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 very careful. And thank God for my children is that, because they have the seed of God in them, and they have the seed of the word of God in them, so they're able to discern. And we've had instances where they were like, I'll pick up a book, or they will be in the library, they'll point at the book, and they're like, oh, that book doesn't look like it's a good book. And I say, okay, let me look at it. And I look at them like, okay, that's not a good book, we got it right, right? So anyways, I still do go to the library, and we pick out books. I'll take my time, sort through the books very carefully, and pick out about 30 books. I do that, about 30 books, and for the whole month, knowing that they go through it before the month ends. They go through it, and they're 8 years old. So um but I have them, even if they go through it before the month end, I have them reread it again and read it again. And then I used to, last summer I had them do book reports where they will write it down, but then this summer I have them give me a verbal report, right? Because one of the things that I also want them to work on is on their communication, on their verbal expression, on how to be narrative, public speaking, doing all of those things. So those are skills that they have to learn. So I have them give me reports, and or give report and say, okay, tell your little brother what you learn in this book. um, and he is 4, so he can't read very well yet. So we do that. So different activities, different things that we do during the summer that they love, that keeps them engaged, because it's not like they're going to school. Their school did have a summer program or a summer camp thing, um, that I decided that they will not do, just because I wanted them to have this type of structure instead. They were going to have several outdoor activities, and I figured that I can make time for those outdoor activities at home, but there's another type of influence that I wanted them to cultivate mostly during the summer. I wanted them to be able to be more and more exposed to the Word of God, to read the Word of God more for themselves, to encounter God for themselves. So those are the things that we have been working on by the grace of God, and it's not been easy, but God is our strength, and we move. So let me know how your summer is going. Share with me what are some of the things that you are doing at your own house, at your own home. What are some of the things that has helped you, that has improved your children's life, that you think that I can benefit from? I'm always open. I'm always searching for resources. I'm always looking for information to absorb, um, as a mom, as a parent. So if you're doing something that's working, please drop in the comment section down below. All right. All right. God bless you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please take a moment to subscribe, and let's get this going. God bless you all.